Hi everybody, my name is Brooke Waldorf and welcome back to my channel. I have just gotten back from vacation, so I am well rested, refreshed, I'm ready to go, I'm excited to be back, and I'm super excited to do the next installment in my Funko Pop themed tarot readings. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to say a quick hello and thank you to all of my new subscribers that have come in from my collab with Charmed Intuition Tarot. Really appreciate you guys, thank you so much. You guys left so many nice comments on both of our videos. We both really enjoyed interacting with you guys, and a lot of you said that both of the readings resonated with each other and resonated with you, and it just seemed like you guys really enjoyed it and it was really well received. So we are in the midst of planning our next collab. We're super excited. We don't have an ETA just yet, so not 100% sure when that video is going to go up, but keep your eyes peeled. We already have the theme. We're in the midst of planning and getting all of our props and everything like that. So we're very excited for this next one. So hopefully you guys will love it. I think you will. There's some really exciting things up our sleeves, so stick around for those. But anyway, just big thank you to my new subscribers and to my existing subscribers as well. You guys are all freaking awesome. I'm really enjoying getting more comments lately and getting to interact with you guys more, so thank you. But let's go ahead and get into today's video, and as I already stated, it is the next installment in my Funko Pop themed readings. Today's is themed to the Disney Channel show Star versus the Forces of Evil. And the question for today's reading is, what type will you end up with? Are you more into the bad boys with a heart of gold like Tom?
I feel like I've only made things worse.
Have a little faith, Star. I'm a monster, you're a human, we can make it work, and there's hope for everyone.
Who is voiced by the ultimate bad boy with a heart of gold from the 90s, Sean Hunter himself, Ryder Strong?
Fine, then I'll just get out of your way. I thought you were cooler than that. No, I'm not cool at all. In fact, I get real old-fashioned when I see somebody that I care about being brought home by cops. Mr. Turner, do you have to yell? I've had a really rotten night.
I really hope Charmed Intuition is watching, because I am willing to bet that she had a huge crush on him just like I did, and just like pretty much everybody else in the 90s did. Or maybe you're more into the quirky do-gooder Star.
Tom, I need your help. Monster kids have started disappearing and nobody knows where Time Monster is.
Star, relax. It's a party. They're probably just off cuddling somewhere. Which is what you and I should be doing, don't you know?
Or maybe the nerdy nice guy Marco is more your speed.
I want you to put me in your pocket, and I want to stay there, and you can just reach in whenever you want and just pat me on the head. Because I love you, Star.
But let's go ahead and jump right into this reading so we can find out what type you're going to end up with. I'm going to go ahead and put the groups up on the screen so you can use your intuition to choose whichever group you're feeling particularly drawn to. As always, timestamps will be below. And please remember, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it simply wasn't meant for you. There's no need to leave a sassy comment. If you enjoy this reading and you're interested in getting a private reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. And as this video goes up, my shop will still be in vacation mode for another day, so I will be back June 22nd at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And with all of that said and out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right into this reading with Group 1, Tom Lucitor. All right, Group 1, let's go ahead and dive right in. So immediately I am first drawn to the fact that we have the Knight of Cups, the Moon card, and the King of Cups. So there's a very good chance this person could be a water sign. The Knight of Cups, King of Cups represent water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Moon card represents the sign of Cancer. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So there's that thing going on there, but then I'm also really just drawn to the Knight of Cups because he's a very romantic energy, as is the King of Cups. So you've got this kind of double romantic kind of energy vibe going on here. And the Knight of Cups in particular, this is an offer of love, and this is the Prince Charming card, the knight in shining armor. You know, this is a guy who, or girl, who is going to sweep you off your feet and be incredibly romantic. They are also most likely very intuitive, possibly psychic, because we do have, again, that water energy. And we also have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is all about being very intuitive, like I said, possibly psychic, very in touch with their intuition. It could also represent that this person might be a spiritual person, because along with the High Priestess, we also have the Hermit card, and this is all about spiritual enlightenment and soul searching. But it's also the card of being alone. So this person could be a little bit of a lone wolf. They could also be more introverted, definitely getting homebody kind of vibes. Like, I feel like this is the type of person that they are gonna like to go out and like wine and dine you and treat you, but they would rather be at home more often than go out. So I get a little bit of that kind of vibe for you guys. And then with the Moon card, this represents mysteriousness. So this person might be a little bit mysterious, which, of course, like I said, the Moon card represents the sign of Cancer, but then that also makes me really think of Scorpio, another water sign, very mysterious. Definitely getting like a, like kind of like a sexy vibe, mysterious and sexy and romantic. I'm visualizing basically, like, in my mind, I'm seeing like a really romantic, like, candlelit dinner, but it's at home and it's just the two of you. So yes, this person will take you out, but I think, like I said, their comfort zone is really entertaining at home, being at home, just like a really intimate, like sexy, romantic energy at home. So that's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the King of Cups also represents someone who is just very nurturing, very in touch with their emotions, very emotionally mature. And the fact that you have both the Knight and the King of the same suit, to me, oftentimes represents someone who is wise beyond their years, someone who is, young in age, but they're very wise, they're very mature, and they've probably been like that their entire lives. So, and again, like I said, with the Hermit and the High Priestess, they very well could be a spiritual person. They might also be interested in like tarot readings or astrology or just other kind of like spiritual things. They might even look into like, past lives, just kind of like popped into my head. They might be very interested in that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of your cards and see what else we have. Okay, so we have New Moon in Gemini, communication is key. And we have New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. All right, so as far as the communication is key, I feel like, again, I think they're very emotionally mature, and I feel like they're very, really good communicators, which I'm clearly not, since I'm stumbling over my words right now. But I think they're really great communicators. They're very mature. They will not have a problem telling you, what they're feeling. And again, I'm getting back to like the romantic energy of like, they're not going to have a problem telling you their feelings. Like, yes, they may come off as like mysterious and like sexy at first, and there might always be that little bit of an air about that to them. But ultimately, when they trust you, again, this is just making me really think Scorpio, but when they trust you implicitly, and they will open up, they will communicate, they will tell you their feelings. There's not going to be games involved. This is going to be like, hey, I'm into you, let's go on a date. I'm going to call you, I'm not going to like not text you back for 6 hours, none of that kind of stuff. And then we have a time to give rather than take. So again, going along with that nurturing energy, I really do feel like this is somebody who's going to be very nurturing. They are going to love to do things for you. They're going to love to treat you. Again, I'm just getting a very romantic energy overall. Okay, and then we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so first of all, just want to say attraction. So to me, this is twofold here. Yes, you are going to find them attractive. They're going to find you very attractive. I think this is that kind of, especially with this worth waiting for, divine timing, all this watery, like psychic, intuitive energy, the High Priestess. I feel like this person is going to be, it's going to be one of those situations where you see each other and you just know, and you are just wildly attracted to each other, mind, body, and soul immediately upon seeing each other, upon meeting. And the Moon card, like I said, is a very mysterious energy, and it's an energy of something being hidden from you. So this worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life, is kind of also reiterating that as well. So this is someone that's really amazing and you're going to be really happy with them, but it's just, not the right moment. And as soon as it is the exact right moment, they're going to come into your life, not a second too early, not a second too late. And then the attraction card is also my law of attraction card. So if you're working with the law of attraction, to me, this can be a symbol of just keep up the good work. Try to focus on the love, try to focus on, what you want and not what you fear. Law of attraction 101, as we all know, I'm sure you're aware of it. But yeah, so keep going with the law of attraction if that's what you're doing. And again, I'm also just really attracted to the word romantic again, because I just feel like that's what this is. This person is just very romantic. Okay. And then we have Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Followed by Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Okay, so first of all, this is definitely somebody who knows their worth. Like I said, they're very emotionally mature. They know exactly who they are. They know exactly, what they're worth. And they're very this is a very confident person. Like I said, this is someone who's going to sweep you off their feet. They're just going to know. They're going to be like, yes, this is my guy. This is my girl. And they're going to sweep you off your feet because they're going to be completely confident. They know their worth. And this is also a message for you to know your worth, as you are trying to manifest this person into your life, as you're trying to use the law of attraction to bring them closer to you. You have to know that you deserve this person and that you deserve love ultimately. And then of course we have Spirit has a plan. So again, kind of going off of that, kind of going off of everything. The, divine timing is at work in your love life. Having lots of major, 3 of your cards were major arcanas. I really feel like this is, very much like a destined situation. It may also be what I'm feeling a little bit as well is with that moon card. This might not be your normal quote unquote type physically. And I know everyone freaks out when I tell them that, but the universe, spirit, they're not going to mess with you. They're not going to give you someone you're not attracted to. They just might not be exactly what you normally go for physically, but you will be attracted to them because that moon card to me is like something's being hidden. Maybe you keep kind of going after a similar type and it hasn't been working out. And maybe the person that you're going to be with, maybe all of a sudden a light bulb goes off in your head and you're like, oh my God, I'm actually attracted to this type of guy or this type of girl or this look or, maybe I like, tall girls or short guys or, whatever it may be. I feel like you aren't aware currently that and I know this sounds crazy, but you're not aware currently that you're attracted to some sort of physical attribute that you are going to at some point realize, oh my God, I'm really attracted to that. And then I feel like this person's going to come in not long after that. So that's just an interesting little tidbit. Let's get on to your final cards, which are your Sailor Moon cards. We've got Sailor Pluto, Judgment, which is Scorpio. And then we've got Sailor Saturn, Death, which is also Scorpio. So there is a very, very, very good chance for a good amount of you guys that this person could be a Scorpio. They might just have a lot of Scorpio in their chart. Again, the other water signs for sure too, Pisces, Cancer. So definitely a lot of watery energy. And of course the Death card represents endings of cycles. So this is probably somebody who really doesn't have a problem ending chapters. I really get the feeling that they kind of enjoy that they see the beauty in the endings. They see the beauty in letting things go that have run their course. And I also kind of get the feeling of, even though they're, very empathetic, very sweet, very caring, very nurturing, even though they've got all that going for them, they also don't put up with anyone's BS. So they don't have a problem cutting people out of their life when they feel like they really need to. So that's an excellent quality to have. And then of course, Judgment, it represents, rebirth, a reawakening. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. So this could be somebody who has, been through a lot, someone who constantly reinvents themselves. They're not afraid of change whatsoever. They are, very much into transformation. Maybe they change the way they look a lot. Maybe they change their, the way they dress. Maybe they get their hair cut or grow it out and just dye their hair. I feel like they maybe change the way they look constantly. And I'm definitely getting also a very artistic vibe, which again, the water signs a lot of times are more artistic, you know, artsy kind of people. I was thinking like writing earlier, that popped into my head. I don't know why I didn't say anything, but possibly a writer. But yeah, but anyways, that's going to do it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, group 2, Star Butterfly. What type will you end up with? Okay, super interesting. So right off the bat, you guys have 3 6s. I always tell everyone, you know, especially in like my private readings, if I see repeating numbers, I'm not a numerology expert by any means. I do look into it like for myself when I see repeating numbers. I do not know what 666 means. Obviously, we know it's like the number of the beast, but I know there's like a spiritual meaning behind it that's not the number of the beast. So I would advise you guys look that number up. It might have some special messages for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in. So great cards though. I love these. So the first card I'm drawn to is this first one right here, the 6 of Cups. So this isn't really necessarily what type. Well, it is. I'll get into it in a second. But first of all, it could be someone from your past, because the 6 of Cups oftentimes represents somebody from your past returning, often in a love relationship. It's a soulmate kind of energy. So this could perhaps be somebody from your past that you end up with, but also this is a very nostalgic energy. So this might be someone who just makes you feel nostalgic. This could be somebody from a past life if it's not somebody from this current life, from your past in this current life. So this could be someone that gives you those nostalgic feels, that just makes you feel like you're at home, makes you feel comfortable. I feel like this is a very warm and fuzzy, cozy kind of person. Like I'm thinking of, you know, like a big old teddy bear kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like just somebody that makes you feel super comfortable, super at home, super at ease. There's no real, you know, issues with this person. I feel like this is someone who's pretty easygoing, but at the same time, they have no problem walking away when they need to, which I'll get to in a second. But let's go ahead and talk about the 9 of Cups followed by that 6 of Wands. So the 9 of Cups is plain and simple wish fulfillment. So to me, this is somebody that they're just gonna be everything you've ever wanted. So whatever your type is, which we'll get more into in a second, but I really feel like they're just going to be the perfect person for you. They're going to be the ideal partner, and you guys are going to be each other's dream come true. And I really do I feel like for a lot of you, it is a past life connection, because I really do get that feeling of almost like searching for each other, kind of. We'll come back to the 6 of Wands, actually. Let's talk about these two first. So we have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, and they both represent walking away from things that no longer serve you. And they can both be a bit of a, the 8 of Cups is more of a melancholy energy. The 6 of Swords is more of like just a tough, like, you've had it, you're going out again, you got to get away from this situation, it's time to move on, even though you don't exactly know where you're headed. I kind of feel like you've had this feeling maybe your whole life where you just have felt connected to somebody that you don't know, you have no idea who they are, where they are, what they look like. You know, maybe you have some inklings, you know, about little things, maybe you get messages in dreams, but overall I feel like you basically just have no idea who this person is or where they are in the world, but you just feel this connection to them and have your entire life. And so you've kind of like always been searching for them, because I really feel like this is like I said, like for most of you, it's a past life connection. Like I said, for some of you, it could definitely be, you know, someone from your past in this life, but for the vast majority, I really feel like this is a past life connection, and it's a very strong connection. So I feel like you've been on the lookout for them, and they've been on the lookout for you. I feel like you both have been looking for each other, and you've both just had this, you know, sixth sense that there was somebody out there for you that you were meant to be with. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which is the victory card. I also like to call it my like jackpot card. It's like, oh, you won the jackpot. So goes very well with the 9 of Cups, and oftentimes comes out with the 9 of Cups a lot. So this person really is the full package. You know, this is going to be someone who you're attracted to. This is going to be someone who makes good money. This is somebody who's ambitious, somebody who's loving, somebody who you have a strong past life connection to, someone that you really, really have been searching for your entire life. So when you meet them, it is literally going to feel like this victory / wish come true. Well, let's go ahead and get into the rest of your cards. All right. So first of all, we have you deserve love. You are lovable. And then we have Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Beautiful. Okay, so I really feel like this is somebody who, first of all, is a soulmate. Absolutely. Like I said, Six of Cups and this card here, this person is definitely a soulmate. This is most likely, for most of you, like I said, someone from a past life. And this is someone who is going to make you feel lovable. Of course, the you are lovable message is for you now, for you to know that you're lovable and that you deserve love. But I also really feel like this person is really going to make you feel like you've never felt before. Again, the vibe I'm really getting from this person is really like homey. Like that's the best way I can think to describe them, is like homey and cozy and just very loving. Like I said, the image in my mind is like kind of like a big teddy bear, like someone that just has a really like warm and inviting smile and really kind eyes. Again, now the physicalness, this is a general reading, so this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but like in my mind, I'm just picturing someone who's like a little, like I said, a teddy bear, like a little bit bigger. You know, I'm picturing someone who's like tall, a little bit on like the chubbier side, you know, not like huge, but just like a little chubby, little cozy teddy bear. Like that's just the image I'm getting, but that's not going to resonate with everybody. So, but yeah, this is just someone who is going to be completely loving and caring, and they're just going to put your needs before their own. And I just feel like this is, like I said, a very, very cozy, homey, nurturing person. I'm getting like the image of this person like cooking, so it might very well be that that's one of the ways they like to show their love for you, is they like to cook for you. All right. So then we have new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. Very interesting with that. You are lovable. Again, I think that they are going to really drive home to you how lovable you really are. And I think they're going to help you see that even better than you can see it on your own. And then we have North Node, step out of your comfort zone. So yeah, this could be somebody a little bit different than what you would expect. I don't think so much physically. I think more, you know, mentally, emotionally. There just might be something about them that you wouldn't normally go for, you know, something about their personality or maybe what they do for a living. But I feel like there's just something about them that they're going to make you step out of your comfort zone. And also in the fact that, like I said, I really feel like they're going to make you feel completely loved and completely lovable. And they are really going to bring love into this situation. Again, I'm getting such a loving, nurturing, cozy vibe. This person just, I feel like they're very calming, if that makes any sense. They have a very like calming kind of aura about them. This is someone who doesn't really get mad easily. So if you're a little bit more on the feisty side, if you're, you know, maybe more like type A, I feel like this person is going to balance you out. They're going to be like chill. You know, this is like a go with the flow. Like they don't get upset easily at all. You know, this is like the type of person where if they're pissed off, like, you know, they have a reason to be pissed off. Like it's rare that this person like gets angry or like loses their temper. So this is just like a very, you know, chill person, a very chill girl, chill guy. All right. And then we have Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. And Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Yeah, I'm getting like the image of like a gentle giant. Like I feel like I said, this person might just be very tall, or they might possibly, like I said, be like a little teddy bearish, you know, a little chubby. But they're the most gentle person you've ever met, personality wise. And they're just, like I said, I feel like they like to cuddle. I get like I said, like a teddy bear, like a super cuddly teddy bear kind of vibe, who, you know, they're very chill, very calming. But yeah, and then we have Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. So I think this person might possibly be teaching you how to set healthy boundaries, because I feel like they know how to set healthy boundaries. And that's why they don't get upset very often, because they can recognize exactly who somebody is. And, you know, for instance, every single friend of yours is not going to fulfill every need that you need filled. You're going to say, oh, like so-and-so is not the most reliable person, but I have a blast when I hang out with them. You know, he's the type of person that can easily recognize things like that. So that's why he doesn't get upset, or he or she, sorry, general reading. This is why they don't get upset very easily, because I feel like they see people for who they are. They understand them. They understand that we are all very different, and they set boundaries with, okay, like I said, you know, this person isn't very reliable, so I'm gonna set that boundary. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna rely on this person, but when I want to go have a good time, like that's who I'm gonna call. So I feel like they're very good at that, and I feel like they're gonna be very good at helping you see that as well. All right, then your final cards are the Sailor Moon cards, and we have the Emperor, along with the Moon card. All right, Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask. Look at that. So we've got the couple right here. Very cute, very interesting. You might get the vibe, like people might get the vibe from you guys that you're like the perfect couple, and perfect doesn't exist, even though I literally said something about this being the perfect person for you like 2 seconds ago. But, you know, perfection doesn't exist. You know, there's always issues. There's always things you have to work through. But I think overall, this is someone, like I said, who they are so easygoing that there's not going to be a lot of conflict, I feel like, in this relationship, which is great. Of course, there will always be little things, you know, you got to work through things. But overall, I think this is like a pretty easygoing person. So it's going to be a fairly, you know, easygoing relationship. Now, the Emperor represents the sign of Aries. The Moon is Cancer. So this person could possibly be an Aries or a Cancer. I wasn't getting any particular signs until now. So those are the ones I've got for you guys. And of course, the Emperor, you know, is a very, you know, that divine masculine energy. It's, you know, that powerful, go-getter, strong, independent, driven, you know, Aries, you know, type of energy. And then, of course, the Moon represents something being hidden. So this person, you know, they might hide their emotions at times. That might be part of how they set their boundaries. That might be a little bit of like a little bit of a downfall. That might be like one of their kind of flaws, because we all have them, is they might hide a little bit too much at times. So it might be that you maybe have trouble getting them to open up, because I feel like they are very deep people and they have a lot of deep feelings. So a lot of times they won't let those come to the surface because they're afraid of, you know, people not understanding them. They're afraid of, you know, people not getting them and being rude to them or belittling their feelings, because I feel like that's something that's probably happened to them a lot. So the Moon is kind of what I think their core is, and the Emperor might be a little bit of more of what they put out into the world, like, oh yeah, like I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm cool, whatever. You know, I'm just like happy-go-lucky, you know, nothing bothers me. But, you know, deep down, they do have this like sensitive, emotional side to them, but they just don't bring it out a lot. So I feel like they will eventually bring it out for you, but I feel like you're going to be like that one person that they bring that out for. And I feel like pretty much nobody else is really going to see that like really real, you know, side to them. But anyway, that's going to do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. All right, let's move on to our final group, Group 3, Marco Diaz. What type will you guys end up with? Okay, so you guys have a lot of pentacle cards. There's 3 pentacles, so it's a lot of earth energy. So this person very well could be an earth sign, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So that's very likely, but let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's see what we can get. So I'm immediately drawn to, again, those pentacle cards, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Now, these are all cards of good financial standing. So the 9 of Pentacles represents a very independent energy, also an energy of independent wealth. Oftentimes, it's an entrepreneurial kind of energy. So this is probably somebody that has their own business. And I feel like this is someone who's very driven, very prosperous, and, you know, very financially abundant. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about making good money, doing what you love. So I feel like whatever job they do, they absolutely love it and they make good money. They probably started their own business, or maybe even like with a friend or multiple friends, because we do have the 3 of Cups right next to it, which represents, you know, friendship and celebration, going out with your friends. So having this energy right here, it very well could be that they started their own business with their friends. I think they're also, you know, this to me in this kind of reading is like the life of the party. So I think this is someone who likes to go out, not necessarily get like sloshed or anything like that, but this is someone who likes to to have a good time. They like to go out with their friends. They like to have fun. I feel like they are very extroverted, but like I said, they're also very hardworking. So I kind of feel like they have a pretty good work and life balance. I feel like they've learned how to balance that. Again, we have more abundance here with that Seven of Pentacles. That's very much a card of abundance and also financial abundance. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is a very generous energy. So this person's very generous with their time and money. They might very well, they might be helping a friend out. They might have invested in another friend's business. They might be helping their family, like their parents out financially, but they're also very, generous with their time. So this is someone who likes to do things for others. So they might even do a lot of volunteer work, I feel like, and they might even donate some money to charity as well. And, also they will be very generous with you. They will want to spend money on you. They will want to buy you gifts. They will want to take you out to dinner. This is not the type of person that's going to, make you pay for everything or make you, split the bill. I feel like this is someone who really enjoys being generous and giving you, nice things, even if that nice thing is just a cup of coffee, you know what I mean? And then maybe next week it's dinner. And, so this is someone who really likes to be generous with their time, with their money. They like to help others. They probably, like I said, are helping a lot of people all at once. And yeah, they're the life of the party. They work hard. They play hard. They love to go have fun. They love to hang out with their friends. And this is someone, like I said, very extroverted. I feel this vibe of, just community. Like they really like to have inclusivity. They don't just have like, oh, I only hang out with Sarah by herself, and then I hang out with Josh by himself. Well, I don't know why I always say Josh in my readings. I literally don't know anybody named Josh. But anyway, this is like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with Sarah and Josh, and why don't I go ahead and invite Jacob as well? Like, I'm just gonna have all my friends meet and hang out. Like, this is a very like inclusive, like, really open, loving person. Like I said, very giving, very loving, very extroverted. And then we have this Eight of Wands here right at the center. So the Eight of Wands is a very fast-paced, passionate, exciting energy. It's a message from the heavens. It's communication coming in. So this is someone who I think when you meet, like they're going to want to go pretty fast, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Sometimes it is, obviously you have to really, pay attention to the situation. But I think with this person, you guys are just going to have that connection, that instant connection. And you're both going to want to, move, forward and quickly and very passionately. So that could be sexually, or it could also just be, as far as going on dates and getting to know each other and hanging out. This isn't someone. And I think I've kind of gotten this vibe for all of the groups so far, but this isn't somebody who's going to like leave you hanging, leave you on red, like, oh, I'm not going to respond for, a whole day. Like, no, like this person's going to respond quickly. They're a quick texter. They're not, and they also might be like a little bit of a little bit type A with, oh, I got to make sure I respond so I don't forget. I just feel like they're very responsible with all this pentacle energy. That's a very responsible energy. Like I said, they have a really good work and life balance, and they probably didn't at one time. With all the pentacle cards, I feel like maybe they were a bit of a workaholic before, but now they've learned how to balance the two. So they really have that good work-life balance. So nothing gets, left in the dust, like, oh crap, haven't talked to my friends in 3 weeks, nothing like that. They've figured it out. So let's move on to the rest of your cards. We have Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. So yeah, this is, like I said, I really feel like there's some kind of entrepreneur. They've started some kind of business. They're making very good money. They are doing what they love. And it's because they have this like charismatic type of personality, especially when it comes to business. And I feel like they are really good businessman / businesswoman. They really know how to talk to people, but they're also very smart. I get the vibe of like maybe they went to school for like accounting or business, like something about math. Like they're very good at like math and figures and numbers and money. So yeah, and then the magic works through them. Like they just make stuff happen. They just have a great time with their friends and they get their work done and they get that new client, and I feel like they're always like celebrating something. They're always doing something great. And then we have, well, I think this explains why. Crow Spirit, co-create with spirit. So I feel like they do. And I was getting this vibe earlier and I didn't say anything, but I feel like this is the type of person where they unknowingly use the law of attraction. So again, I think they're very earthy in their vibe, possibly an earth sign. And I feel like, that's the more like practical, grounded, earthy kind of energy. So I feel like this person uses the law of attraction, even though they probably have never even heard of the law of attraction. They have literally no idea what it is, how to do it. They just naturally do it. And that magic just flows right through them. Okay, so then we have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. And then we have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you might go on a trip. I kind of get that vibe, with this fast-paced, passionate energy. And this person, being pretty well off and liking to, I feel like they like the lavish things in life. They like to spend money. They like to, kind of show off, but not really. It's more of they just like doing nice things for the people they care about, but maybe it's a little bit rooted and they like to show off too. But I could see you taking a trip like pretty early on in your relationship. Again, I see this moving like pretty fast. So you're going to be like immediately in that honeymoon mode, and you might be whisked away on a romantic trip to, Paris or Fiji just popped into my mind for some reason. It's beautiful, so I guess that's why. But anyway, so yeah, I feel like this is someone who really likes to travel. They might actually be, from another country. They might not, whatever country you live in, that might not be where they were born. And maybe also got like a military vibe. Like maybe they grew up like a military kid, and that's why like maybe they grew, moved around a lot to other countries, other states, et cetera, et cetera. So they might be of a different background from you, maybe a different culture from you potentially. And then we have the let go of control issues. So this person might have a little bit, like I think I mentioned earlier, that I think they might be a little bit type A, and sometimes I'm type A, so sometimes we can get a little controlling, and I find earthy energy sometimes too, like they kind of want to take charge and like, nope, like my way's the best way because I'm practical and I made 75 lists, and they might have that kind of a vibe to them. Not that they're controlling in a bad way, it's not like, oh, they're going to control how I dress or what I say or try to change me, like not that at all. It's more just like I feel like they're a little stubborn. I'm definitely getting a little bit of a Taurus energy, that's one of those earth signs, but yeah, they might be like a little bit on the stubborn side. And occasionally I feel like you're just going to have to like remind them like, hey, like, I can take care of this myself. Like, you don't have to give me a list, it's okay. And then they'll be like, oh man, like, I'm sorry. Like, oops. Like, that's just kind of like their default, and that's their way of like taking care of you and taking care of the people that they care about. I feel like they're definitely like a little bit of a type A list maker. Okay. And then we have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. Okay. So going along with this kind of, this energy, let go of control issues, they might try to control their image a little bit. Again, kind of like the businessy vibe, of they might have to kind of control their image in a way, possibly using like social media and things like that. They might be, like big on Instagram, or they might be, like a YouTuber, or that just might be a facet like of their business to get more business as, like advertisement. So I think that sometimes they don't show the world the real them, but I think they'll show you the real you, because I think you can help them let go of any, ego, any pride that they have, because I think overall this person is a very down to earth person. And like I said, the spending of the money and like treating people and stuff like that is partially out of the goodness of their heart, but partially maybe just a little bit that they want to show off. They might have started from humble beginnings. They might not have had a lot, growing up. And that might be part of what drives that. So I feel like you might kind of help them bring those walls down of that little bit of that superficiality. But I really feel like at their core, they're absolutely down to earth and they do enjoy the finer things in life. But I feel like social media might be like an annoyance of yours a little bit, because I feel like they do have to put out like a certain image on their social media, and that might get kind of annoying. But again, like I think they'll completely understand if you explain it to them. So your final 2 cards are the Chariot. Again, that's like that forward motion. Again, I'm getting that like the 8 of Wands vibe again of, you know, that fast-paced, passionate, exciting, kind of almost out of the blue. Like I feel like this is all just going to happen. You know, this person's going to come into your life when you least expect it. They're just going to whisk you off your feet, take you to Paris, like no big deal. And then your final card, my favorite card, the Star card. So this is, you know, like wish upon a star, dreams come true. This is blessings, miracles. It's also divine timing. It's a very angelic energy. So I feel like, you know, I think this was a message again for all 3 groups, but this person really is going to be your dream come true. You just have to really, you know, trust in the universe and believe that they're out there for you. And it's going to feel like a complete miracle and amazing blessing when they do come into your life very quickly and out of the blue, and things are going to move pretty fast. But anyway, that's going to do it for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of the above. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I really hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification. Hopefully I will see you in my next video, which is going to be for the Cancer new moon. It's going to be my personal forecast, and then followed by a pick a card reading just for you guys. So hopefully I'll see you this Friday, and have a great day. Bye!